ATM is a 2012 thriller horror film, or whatever the f you want to call this, written by Chris Sparling and directed by David Brooks. After first viewing this, I think that nobody should see this film because it is a complete waste of time, and whoever did watch this, I am surprised that you were still alive and didn't die from boredom. All that we see in this film is just three dumbasses trying to survive inside of an ATM shack from an unknown killer that is hunting them down from the outside for a whole hour and 10 minutes. And, well, that's pretty much all there is. ATM revolves around this trio of co-workers: Brian, played by David Hargrove, who also happens to have the most punchable face in the world that I have ever seen; Emily, who is played by Alice Eve; and Corey, played by Josh Peck. Yes, one of the only things that I was happy about this film is Josh from Drake and Josh. The three are on their way back from an office Christmas party. Corey starts complaining on how he's hungry, but soon realizes that the fast food joint that he wants to go to is cash only. So he has Brian pull over to the local ATM shack. Brian finally gets money for Corey, but just when they are about to walk out, they notice a man in a snow jacket standing in front of the shack. They presume that this guy is simply just waiting to use the ATM after them, but until they notice this bystander who ultimately gets murdered by him. Now, basically, like I said, they spend the entire rest of the film in this ATM shack trying to avoid the killer. Yeah, that's the whole film. I will give the film credit on how it kept its casting plain and simple, since there's only like 3 people in here, but none of them seemed to give an interesting performance. It got to a point where they seemed too dramatic about their roles and about the situations that they were in, and I frankly didn't care if they died or not. To top it all off, the plot is completely believable. I really hate the lack of information and how there is no backstory given about the killer. I understand that a lot of horror films like to keep their killer mysterious sometimes, but when in such a small setting as ATM is, you should at least learn to expand your story. We are dealing with a small budget of $2 million, and as I've said before, I don't really think that the budget matters, but sometimes it kind of does. The acting is off, and the story is off. Nothing is, well, good. Don't get me wrong, I mean, the pacing of the story is decent, but the whole film is terrible timing, though. The film itself is not even something to make fun of. It seems as if the script was written in a short amount of time, and then thrown in the theaters just to grab a couple of bucks. In summary, do me a huge favor, and never watch ATM. Thank you guys for watching this video, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.